Take my hand, come on, follow me to the shore of your insanity.
His name is Bogart Peter Stuyvesant. He's the leader of experimenters, innovators, worshippers of the cult of the damned.
Angel, angel, down we go.
Did you really make stag movies?
Cannibals. In my heart of hearts, I'm a sexual clam. Do you want me or do you want my daughter? I was born poor, but I have class.
You live in another world, lady, and that world is dead.
I've been finished at finishing school and untouched by human hand.
Black is better, baby.
Oh, God, is America fat?
You can't be reborn until you die.
Bogart Peter Stuyvesant invites you to join the cult of the damned.
Angel, angel, down we go.
You are going to die.
You are going to die.
You're going to die.
We've come to get you, Adriana. We've come to get you.
You're going to die.
Die.
You killed my father. You killed my father.
The windows, Adriana. Jump. You must die. Jump. Jump, Adriana. Jump. Jump, Adriana. Die.
Adriana, don't!
Captain Kelly has information from your classmates. You have been producing LSD in the university's chemistry laboratory and supplying it to your friends.
Of course, you can always deny it.
Look, I was just experimenting.
Hey, how about us enlisted men?
This is the cube, the big one, the sugar cube they load with LSD, the cube that takes you off on the trip that starts with a giggle and ends with a scream.
What's going on here?
Daddy, I can't...
I'm afraid this is all my fault. Who are you?
This is Johnny Allen. He's a medical student.
It is my fault, sir. My friends and I came to deliver your painting. Lisa offered us a drink, and I guess things kind of got out of hand. Get out!
What gets me is everybody gushing over poor Adriana. If it was my father she'd killed, I'd make her pay for it.
Killed?
Killed.
Lisa! Lisa, please, for God's sake, slow down! Slow down!
Doctor, those pills you gave her after the accident, would they induce hallucinations?
No, they're sedatives. But you did suffer a concussion, perhaps more serious than we knew.
There's nothing wrong with me.
Each day, the criminal courts condemn scores of unfortunate girls to prisons that need reforming more than the prisoners. For in these dismal cages, the first-time loser is exposed to the habitual criminal by a vicious, outmoded penal system.
I am interested in seeing that we give every inmate a chance for readjustment, to become a worthwhile human being.
I wish we could drag the public in here to see the inmates decaying.
But even sympathetic officers are helpless against the system. For here, the underworld conducts its training school, where new recruits are taught every vice imaginable. Here, corrupt matrons exact tribute from inmates who can pay, and wreak brutality on those who can't. Here, women without men live only for the moment of freedom, while the bars of their cage seem to close in on them in a mad, swirling pattern of terror.
We operate on a big scale, and boys will protect you just like your own mother.
If they protect you, why are you in here?
I knocked a guy off.
I've lived a lifetime and a year in this cage. And if I have to fall back in, I'll be like the others. I've paid my debt. Let me out. Please, you'll never regret it.
You know it's against the rules to have any pets. Hand it over.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, what you've all been waiting for, the Man Killer.
The moment of truth has finally arrived.
The book that couldn't be written is now the motion picture that couldn't be made. Myra Breckinridge.
I'll be right with you, boys. Get your resumes out.
Memo to Flagler and Flagler, attorneys. Dear Charlie. Honey, that feels real good. Hey, what's your name, honey?
I'm Myra Breckinridge. You have a lot to learn. All you men have a lot to learn. And I've taken it upon myself to teach you. I'm the widow of your late nephew, Myron, and I've come to collect $500,000. Myron's mother said, with her dying breath, go to your Uncle Buck and you tell that son of a bitch that I've got a copy of the will and I want my share to go to you.
You realize once we cut it off, it won't grow back.
Great bunch of boys here. Of course, you get the occasional weirdo, like anywhere, but greatest bunch of kids in Hollywood.
You have all the kinky angles that are in right now. I mean, have you any that I don't know about?
Oh, Letitia.
What about studs?
They don't call you the queen of the casting couch for nothing.
Baby, I wanna love you, baby. I gotta have it, baby. Give it to me, baby. I'm hard to handle, baby. Give it to me now.
How should a man act?
You should ball chicks, that's how.
Let's just have a nice, girly evening, and I'll tell you how I lost my virginity. You tell me how you lost yours.
If only you were a man.
You can't tell the wolf from Little Red Riding Hood these days.
Because this Myra Breckinridge is more than a match for most men.
Don't miss the most sensational scene in the history of the screen.
Not there.
Am I a boy or a girl?
Can't tell from here.
Myra Breckinridge is a dish. And don't you ever forget it.
Here I come!
Everything you've heard about Myra Breckinridge is true.
1 million years BC erupts on the screen with volcanic excitement. 1 million years BC,
when the earth parted and the mountains fell. Primitive man and monstrous beasts fought each other to inherit the earth. Not since time began has the primitive scene been captured for the screen with such imaginative realism. Behold man 1 million years BC. Introducing the fabulous Raquel Welch, the sensational star discovery of this or any other year in 1 million years BC. See her as Loana the Fair One, who deserted her tribe and risked her life to follow Tumac of the Rock People. John Richardson as Tumac, as big and strong as the beasts he fought for survival. Nupondi the Wild One, whom no man could resist. See the fascinating, strange, and fearful creatures who roamed and ruled the earth 1 million years BC. The Brontosaurus, a moving mountain of flesh and bone. The pterodactyl, a flying reptile with giant teeth. The flesh-eating Allosaurus. The Triceratops, a horned dinosaur in battle with the savage Ceratosaurus. You will share the unending thrills and excitement of a world of primitive wonders, of primeval terror and savagery. You will indeed live in another world, in another time, as the centuries fall back to reveal the Earth 1 million years BC. Introducing the fabulous Raquel Welch as Loana the Fair One. John Richardson as Tumac.
Horrible. That face. Those eyes.
Please try to describe it.
Like nothing I've ever seen before.
You're the only one who saw it and survived. Whatever it is, it must exist. It's still there, trapped. I must go into that cave before the police. There's another cave behind there.
Travel back with us to the beginning of time, when giant reptiles thunder defiance, and man is yet unborn. From this nightmare world emerges a fearsome half-man, half-ape with the strength of 20 demons, trapped in a dark subterranean cavern, its frozen fury preserved in suspended animation. It comes silently screaming through the ages. This terrifying half-human monster awakens at last. Awakens now to vent its murderous wrath on you. Whatever the risk, this kill-crazy fiend from hell must be destroyed. You may want to hide, you may want to forget what you see, but you can't. You can't escape.
Stay where you are, Dr. Brockton. That's an order! Dr. Brockton!
Voyages to the outer universe a reality. Satellite space stations in operation for landing and refueling.
Apparently we have some deadly neighbors in outer space.
Captain, it's heading toward us.
And now the story of the fantastic adventure that befalls mankind's most daring crew of space explorers.
Not a sound. Not even the hum of an insect. Is this a dead planet?
Landing on an unknown planet, they are captured by long-limbed beauties. When they say, "Take me to your leader," and they take them to a creature like this, you know they're on planet Venus. And the queen of outer space is Zsa Zsa Gabor. The most talked about woman in the world knows what she wants on Venus, too.
Then we're the only men on the whole planet?
Yes.
Wow.
You'll see the revolt that brings the planet under the domination of strangely masked females who hate and fear the male animal.
Let me kill her now.
You're not only a queen, you're a woman, too. Let me see your face.
The savage horrors of fearsome mutated beasts. The war of the sexes, when voluptuous Venusians give battle to spacemen from Earth. The destructive might of incredible space rays that stop man from returning to Earth.
Prepare for maximum acceleration.
Put yourself in this man's place. Aboard a transcontinental plane, suddenly half the passengers, including your own son, are struck by a paralyzing, deadly illness. And then in the midst of the panic and confusion, the stewardess tells you to come forward to the pilot's compartment. This is what you find: a pilotless plane running wild in a stormy sky.
Can you fly this airplane and land it?
No, not a chance.
You're the only chance we've got.
How could he fly a plane again after the horrible experience that had sapped his courage and ruined his life? But only he, among all the passengers, had any chance at all to save them, even though it was 1 in 1,000.
This is Cross Canada Charter, flight 714, in distress. Come in, anyone.
I want you to get on the horn and talk this guy down. You'll have to talk him onto the approach. And so help me, you'll have to talk him right down to the ground.
Captain, he's below 700 now, and he's still going down.
Striker, you can't come straight in. You've got enough fuel left for 2 hours flying. You've got to stay up there till we get a break in the weather.
Listen, Trelevin, I'm coming in. Do you hear me? I'm coming in right now.
In front of him, the bewildering array of instruments that blur before his frantic eyes. Beside him, the woman who had once loved him. And behind him, a plane load of frantic passengers.
Ted, we're falling, Ted, we're falling! The mountains, Ted, the mountains! You're doing it, baby! Go! Go! Hold on! Hey!
Think they're insane. Follow them.
Tom, I can't stand this!
kids will try anything for kicks. A hopped-up car. An innocent girl.
I don't want it to be like this.
Hey, just don't play games with me.
And maybe even murder.
Just stand there, chicken. Don't move.
They call him Duke. And he uses girls the same way he uses cars, for kicks.
Get lost, Ernie. You think you can handle him? You're just a kid.
You think I've never kissed a boy before?
Is that what you want, to wind up in a motel room with any man?
All you think about is me getting married. What if something happens to the man I married? What if he gets to be like Dad? Oh!
They're trying to kill us, Peg. I've got to do business on their terms. Get back!
No limit. No limit. No limit.
Run him off the road, Duke! Run him off the road!
Day and night and day, these kids will try anything for kicks.
Global Airways, Flight 502, non-stop, Oakland to Minneapolis. On the flight deck, Captain Hank O'Hara. He's flown 10 million miles without a hitch. Here we go. You're up. A routine flight to a routine city. The kind of flight O'Hara's run 1,000 times. The kind of flight anyone might take. But this time, there's going to be an unscheduled stop.
Get on the horn to the FBI. Looks like 502's got a hijacker on board.
Ladies and gentlemen, take your seats. Please, take your seats.
Don't forget, I've got passengers aboard this aircraft.
Don't worry, Captain. There won't be any shootouts.
Captain, this passenger would like to talk to you.
Stop it! Stop it!
Oh, Jesus!
Please keep calm.
We're intruding into Soviet airspace. They're liable to shoot us down and get the answers later. I'm diverting to a free world strip.
Hank, we're there.
Tell Anchorage to prepare for a 0-0 landing.
Yeah, if the mountain doesn't smack us first.
What the hell is that?
Our radio's out, sir.
Grundig, find out what that traffic is. Tell them to get the hell out of there. Unidentified aircraft. Break off your approach. You are on a collision course. Captain O'Hara, we've got unidentified traffic moving into your glide slope. They do not respond to our calls.
See that they fasten their seatbelts. How is she?
Contractions are a minute and a half apart.
Horizontal and vertical separation's almost gone, Captain. Above me or below me? I don't know. He's too close.
Mayday, Hank, mayday.
For Christ's sake, Hank, roll the dice. Now.
This is the story of a routine domestic flight that turns into an international nightmare. Charlton Heston, Yvette Mimieux, Walter Pidgeon, James Brolin, Roosevelt Greer, Leslie Uggams, Gene Crane.
All right, you heroes, come and get it.
Characters in a deadly drama at 38,000 feet. As one of our planes is skyjacked.
yourself a lover.
Don't reach for a smoke. Wait till I offer you one.
May I have one?
Kiss me for it.
Not since Cat on a Hot Tin Roof has Tennessee Williams created such raw passions, such startling, striking characters devoid of all hypocrisy and inhibitions.
Is this a time for kissing?
Not since Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf have Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton been so emotionally explosive.
Vicious lies, malicious distortion.
So it's not true he was in your bedroom by invitation.
She was rich, demanding, shameless, domineering, but in the depths of her soul, as frightened as any one of us.
Darling! Mrs. Guilford! Don't move!
He walked the vague line between lust and saintliness.
I get panicky when I've nobody to care for.
Is that so? You seem to be setting yourself up as a saint of some kind.
She had used her body as a stepping stone to wealth and domination. Now she wanted this stranger. Could she take him on his terms?
How many times do you have to be invited into a lady's bedroom?
Now, the motion picture that shows what America's all-time #1 bestseller first put into words.
Gotta get hold, gonna get
I wasn't much of a man living with you, Neely, but that's over. I'm straightened out now.
With that little whore!
That little whore makes me feel 9 feet tall.
Dolls, the instant turn-on. For instant love. Instant excitement. Ultimate hell.
Neely O'Hara!
Starring Barbara Parkins as Anne. Good girl with $1 million face and all the bad breaks. She took the green pills.
Well, how do you think I feel sneaking out of your apartment at 4 o'clock in the morning?
Patty Duke as Neely, who was such a nice kid. And then someone put her name in lights and turned her into a lush. She took the red pills.
Sure, I take dolls. I've got to get some sleep. I've got to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and sparkle, Neely, sparkle.
Neely, you know it's bad to take liquor with those pills.
They work faster.
Have you heard from Jennifer?
She wanted to know where she could get an abortion.
Sharon Tate as Jennifer. International sex symbol, victimized by everyone. She took the blue pills.
Oh, to hell with them. Let them droop.
Anne, honey, let's face it. All I know how to do is take off my clothes.
Susan Hayward as Helen Lawson, who had the talent to get to the top.
And I'll make it
A gut, fingernail, and claw fighter who went down swinging. She took the yellow pills.
Look, they drummed you right out of Hollywood. So you come crawling back to Broadway. Well, Broadway doesn't go for booze and dope. You get out of my way. I've got a guy waiting for me.
That's a switch from the fags you're usually stuck with.
At least I never had to marry one.
You take that back!
Get your hands off me!
The nation's most startling and hotly discussed bestseller, now on the screen with every shock and sensation intact.
You think I could sleep with you here in this house?
This wonderful old house? And you beside me in that marvelous old four-poster upstairs?
It's a marriage bed, Lion. You were thinking of marriage?
Miriam?
I'm pregnant.
Oh, Helen, come on. Neely O'Hara can't hurt you.
You bet your ass she can't, because she isn't going to get the chance.
Now, the all-time bestseller is the motion picture you wanted it to be. Valley of the Dolls.